boys and girls, I need everybody to have their math journal out. And today we're going to look at page 5. We did page 4 yesterday, so turn to the next page and put a 5 at the bottom. Alright, and we are ready to continue on. Now, yesterday you did an activity with Even Steven and Odd Todd and some dice. And down here we had some questions. And number 1 says, I noticed that an odd addend plus an odd addend equals a blank sum. Okay, well, let's try this out. So let's say I have an odd plus an odd, and we need to figure out what that equals. So if I have an odd number plus an odd number, we're going to figure out if the sum is even or odd. I'm going to underline my odds in red, and let's look at this. I made a couple of dice. Here I have the red dice is odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. And my blue dice are even numbers. And all the even numbers are the numbers that we say when we count by 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and so on. So first off, I want to know what an odd plus an odd. What kind of sum is that going to give us? So I'm going to take my number sentence here, and I'm going to roll the dice first, and I got a 5. So I'm going to put 5 cubes in my empty addition number sentence here. And now I'm going to roll another odd number, and I got 9. So I'm going to take and put 9 cubes for my second addend. Okay, so I have 5 plus 9. So I have 2 odd numbers, and any odd number would work here. But underneath this, I'm just going to write 5 and 9, because those are the numbers that I rolled. Now, when we're doing addition, we're joining together. So our sum is going to be this plus this together. So I'm going to put all of these together and move them into the sum position because I've joined them together. Now I need to count these up and figure out if this is an odd or an even sum. Okay, so I'm going to count these up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. Everybody has a partner. We don't have any leftovers. So is this an odd or an even number? And the answer is even. This is an even number. So next to this, I'm going to write even. This is always true. An odd number plus an odd number is always going to give you an even sum. Okay? Because the 5 and the 9, when they join together, everybody has a partner. And again, our sum here was 14. Here was our 5. Here was our 9. And you can see that when they come together, everyone has a partner. So my even, I'm going to underline in blue. Okay? So any odd number plus any odd number is always going to give you an even sum. Now, on our paper, the next one said, I noticed that an even plus an even equals what kind of sum? So let's write that down. Even plus an even number, what is that going to equal? Is it going to equal an even number or an odd number? So again, and I'm going to underline the word even in blue. So again, I'm going to get out my number sentence. And this time, I'm going to roll my dice that has even numbers on it. I'm going to roll 1 here, and I got 12. Wow. So I'm going to have to count out 12 cubes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I'm going to put a 12 here. And then I'm going to roll again my even dice. And I got a 10. Wow. I got some big numbers. So now in this spot for the second add-in, I need to put 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now in addition, we're joining groups. So I'm going to join these together and move them over to the sum. And I'm going to put these in pairs and let's see what we get. Okay, every cube has a buddy. Let's count this up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So my sum is even. It is 22. So I'm going to write even and underline it and put 22. And this will always work. Whenever I have an even plus an even, my sum is always just going to stay even. Okay. Let's move on. So the next one on this page says, I noticed that an even addend plus an odd addend equals a blank sum. So we're going to do an even plus an odd. So I'm going to write even plus odd equals what? Even I'm going to underline in blue. Odd I'm going to underline in red. So I'm going to roll my even dice, which is the blue one, and I got 12 again. Good grief. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Let me make sure I counted right. Yep, there's 12. So I'm going to write that down. Now I'm going to roll my odd dice. 5. So I'm going to put 5 in. In addition, we're joining together. So I'm going to put both of these addends together. And then I'm going to pair them up and see what I get. When we have an even addend and an odd addend. So there's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 17. Oh, so I have 1 left over here. So that's an odd number. Okay, I ended up with 17 cubes. So that's odd. So anytime I have an even number plus an odd number, it's always going to be odd. I'm going to underline odd in red. Okay. Now, our last one was, I noticed that an odd addend plus an even addend equals a blank sum. So now we're going to do odd plus even and figure out what that adds up to be. So, oh, almost forgot. Odd is red, even is blue. Let's scoot this up. So, I'm going to roll an odd number, and I have 3. So, I'm going to put 3 in for my first addend, and I'm going to roll an even, and I got a 4. So I'm going to write in 3 for odd and 4 for even. And so I'm going to put 4 in here. Okay. And then I'm going to join these together. And I get a sum of 7. Now 7 is, we have 1 left over. We have somebody without a partner. So 7 is what? Odd. So anytime I have an odd number, any odd number, plus any even number, my sum is always going to be odd. Okay. All right. Let's look really quick. In your cards, you have these pencils. On the back it says plus. But if you look here, we have 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 is even. 1 is odd. Even plus odd. So our sum is going to be odd. Okay. You can go ahead and glue this right in and label it. And in the next video, I'll show this page to you again in case that you need to spend some time getting caught up. So I need to end this video now, but thank you for your hard work, and I'll see you soon. Bye!